Hello friends, welcome back to Carla's Kitchen. Today we're going to do another meatball recipe, and I just want to go on record, I do feed my family more than just meatballs. But this is a variation that sort of came up. I rotate through a pretty large amount of dishes. Some are seasonal and some are, you know, when a certain ingredient's on sale, etc., or available. This is also a good one I wanted to share because it pairs nicely with the tzatziki, my version of tzatziki sauce recipe that I've already shared with you all. And it's a good one for sneaking in vegetables should you have a picky eater that perhaps doesn't like them as much. So with that in mind, since we are trying to leave the meat as the star of the dish, what I do is use the finest grating size that's available in your grater. And I will grate up a zucchini, a stalk of celery, half of a white onion, and a carrot. And that's all going to go straight into the mixing bowl. I don't drain it at all. I throw in a little bit of garlic salt and some Cajun seasoning. Use whatever seasoning works for your family, perhaps seasonal, or what is it called? Seasoned salt. There we go. Would be, you know, more in your lane, particularly if you have small ones. Although again, the Cajun seasoning, not really that spicy, just adds flavor. I have plain breadcrumb, 1 egg, and a pound of ground turkey. Darn it. A pound of ground chicken. It was on sale for me today. And then I've got my mixing bowl. Sheet pan is lined with parchment paper, and my oven is preheated to 375. So we're going to go ahead and, as I said, grate up the zucchini, celery, carrot, and onion, and put that straight into the mixing bowl, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I've got all of my veggies shredded finely and into the bowl. And to that, I'm going to add 1 cracked egg, I'm going to go about 3/4 cup breadcrumb, seasoned to taste with the garlic salt, and Cajun seasoning. And you may even want to go a little heavier than normal with the seasonings, because the zucchini is one of the main shreds in here, and we're adding chicken, and both of those are, think of them as a blank slate in terms of flavor. They're going to take on whatever you put in there, but they don't bring a whole lot to the party. I'm using ground white meat chicken, so it is going to be a little on the bland side. Once you get this all fully incorporated, I'm going to mash it with my hands, roll it into balls, put it on the cookie sheet, and we're going to go in the oven for 15 minutes. Okay, we're back, and I will say this. As you're mixing, my hands were dirty and I couldn't turn the camera back on, unfortunately, but if the mixture feels a little too loose based on the moisture that we're adding from the shredded vegetables, go ahead and add more breadcrumbs as needed. I ended up adding about another 3/4 cup, and I will say this as well. I'm just going to sprinkle some garlic salt and Cajun seasoning on top while I fill you in on what happened when the camera was off. These don't exactly roll like, you know, meatballs do if you're used to using the ground beef, because we've added a lot of moisture, and the ground chicken's just a little bit of a different texture. So you will see the veggies in there. If you're really trying to hide these from a picky eater, I would say serve it with gravy. So it'll disguise it a little bit more. Gravy and egg noodle would be a nice way to have it. Another way I like to serve them is with a garlic cheddar mashed potato is really nice. Or, as I said, you know, particularly if I'm having leftovers as a workday snack or lunch break, I'll just heat up a couple of the meatballs and throw some of that tzatziki on top with some diced red onion, raw diced red onion, and it is fantastic. So the oven's preheated 375. We're going to pop these in about 15 minutes. Keep an eye on them and you know, check for doneness depending on the size of your meatball. It might take a few more minutes or a few less if you made them smaller. And we'll be back in just a few to see the finished product. And here we are, friends, back with the meatballs out of the oven. And I've gone ahead and laid just a single one down for illustration purposes here on a bed of mashed potatoes. I use the garlic mashed potato, and the way I like to serve mine is with a little dollop of tzatziki, my version of tzatziki, on top, and then a little bit of diced red onion. I like the extra pop that brings to the dish. As I said, it's also good with rice. You can do over like a buttered egg noodle, add some just chicken gravy if you prefer, you know, however you want to serve it, but do give it a try. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.